Hello everyone, I'm Pedro Nogueira. I'm here today representing Celfocus and I'm part of Agility Lab. And I should be here with Pedro Santos today, but for personal reasons he cannot join me. But anyway, we prepare a journey that we'd like to share with you and about our business agility, what we are doing at Celfocus and why we are saying that this is not a transformation. Okay? So a bit of context. We are a system integrator, so we have more or less 1,700 people in the company, and we are growing very fast. We work with telecom, with banking, with insurance companies, with clients in Africa, Europe, Middle East. So I imagine all these different variables in terms of technology, in terms of culture, in terms of geography, creates constant challenge. And I'd say that we are pretty good about adapting to different contexts and to find the best solution. And why Agile here? Well, Agile didn't came as organic way as a internal motivation of being very open. It comes from the client demands. So they start asking for Agile in their contracts. It was like a buzzword in the beginning, but like five years ago, we start realizing how we can use it. Of course, first to address the client needs, then to leverage from it to our organization. And it was very fast to identify it as a way how to start being in our organization. So we started this journey more or less 5 years ago. We follow what are the main steps from from Kotter leading change framework, like the 8 steps, like building great sense of urgency, building the vision, create pillars, create the guiding team, communicate the vision. Everything was done in that way. It was not so difficult, and I'm really happy to say that we received a significant sponsorship from the leadership team about go ahead, okay, create the right conditions in order to make it happen. And about making it happen, so we start by creating some ways how to start speaking the same language in the company, the common language. And as a guiding team, well, a bit of a disclaimer about the Agility Lab that is important. The Agility Lab is like a team that is supporting the organization or supporting the teams in order to prepare the ecosystem to do Agile in the field and to become Agile as an organization. I mean, preparing in the beginning was like identifying the best places how to try it, like find some quick wins. I remember the first project was with a client in Ireland. It was very interesting because we needed to engage people from outside. Like I remember that I worked with the guys from team topologies, Manuel and Matthew, to help us to design the first team, to provide the first training, and then with that we start learning and design our own programs and design our learning paths to teach our practitioners. And on the top of these quick wins and training, start creating awareness, and awareness was sharing information, bringing people from outside in to share what they were doing in their context, and of course start sharing also internal success. And then we build and inspire, of course, in the public frameworks like our Celfocus Agility Flow. It is our system of learning, probably is similar with others that we already saw in the market, but this was our baseline in order to start having this common language with the company. And all of these that I'm talking about are evolving over the time. So the training programs, it's completely different now in terms of learning programs. Everyone that is entering the organization as part of on board, like the Agile and DevOps foundations. The system, our system of learning is evolving all the time, and now the content is completely different. So, and also about the awareness, we are evolving on the activities. Building teams from the start. This year, what I'd like to highlight was our structure of facilitation that we call it as a bootstrap. So setting up a team is always a moment of confusion because we have new colleagues, we have a new client, we have a new problem to solve. So, and create like sharing the purpose, creating clarity, and to align the team how to design their best way of working for that context was really important. And bringing this to early stage of the project was like investment from our side. And um, just to be clear with you, we are not a product company, so our teams are not as stable as like to be. So we start the project, we start the team, we stop the project, we stop the team. And sometimes we can, when we do another project, we can reuse the same teams. Most part of the cases, we need to find new colleagues and to create new connections. So are you imagining all this complexity about rebuilding the connections, creating this clarity? So this is a point of investment that we believe that is really making the difference. But starting, but don't sustain could be a problem. And sustain means find the ways how to improve them. And our coaching model, based on the OODA loop, like having moments to observe with assessment models, with observation on the field, with coaching sessions, and also to provide moments to orient them, doing training, doing facilitation of bootstraps, or specific workshops, or one-on-one sessions, in order to create conditions for them to decide and to act on what they believe that is best for them. And of course, that when we are talking about hundreds of people and dozens of teams, we need to have scale, and the mentor networks is really important for us. And to make it more clear, mentor network for us means that we have more experienced practitioners that are able to provide mentorship to others that are new in the organization or are new in the role. And these new people that are new, they would like to join what they are learning on the training with what is happening on the fields. So then this mentor network is a moment where the people, they can connect and work together in the very organic way. And facilitation, it becomes more important because different problems of the organization require different ways how to address. And facilitation is really the key how to make clarity about the potential problems and to facilitate to design the best solution for that problem. And touching again on the scale and the spreading words, the Agile Cop and the Bit Cop are two of the communities that you create. First, we start with Agile and facilitation and coaching community, where we have the practitioners, mainly Scrum Master, product owners, delivery managers. They are part of these sessions where they can share what they have in the field. Like we meet every 2 weeks, where we do lean coffee normally in the beginning of the sessions, where they can bring topics and we can prioritize, we can discuss and share between us how we can learn what we can do about that topic. Other bids like other cops like the bid cop, it's more on the sales side, and this is connected with the third topic that is about job contracts, because doing contracts in waterfall or fixed contracts are completely different from a contract that is open to adapt to change. Okay, and well, this adaptation is not easy. It's not easy from our side. It's not easy from the client side, and it's really important to spend time on this if you are working on the consulting side to find best ways how to do the more lean procurement, how to build a contract where you create the right conditions in order to have a real agile delivery. Otherwise, if you sell a fixed agile contract, you know that this is not agile, you are going to have a problem when you start the project, and you are going to have lots of negotiation over the time. Reinforcing communication is not an option because it's not optional. It's really important to don't stop here and find new ways how to engage the organization and share the knowledge. And here, for instance, the agility days are very important because it's a moment, it's like internal conference where we engage different people. They can share what they are doing, what they are learning. And so doing this very often is becoming very relevant for us. Adapting to change. Well, you know that there's no clear path, and sometimes we need to change the way how we do the things, and COVID oblige us, like you, of course, to change the things I would like to do. How you, for instance, how you do team interactions, because I remember that when it comes, we start meeting more with Scrum Masters to understand what were the new problem needs, and to help them to redesign interactions to find some informal ways how to do it. So things like new warm-ups, like new energizers, new things like coffee breaks. It became more important in order to guarantee that the communication has some social part and is not on transactional. Okay. And everything that was done in terms of redesigning training and facilitation, I believe that this will prevail for the future, because everything regarding the format, the model, the tools, it was really, really a good big change. And having a team like Agility Lab that is ready to be ready and open to adapt to the change and helping the organization, I believe that could be important for your organization as well. Institute to change. Well, we focus a lot on the delivery side, but we cannot have a two-speed organization like having the system teams, everyone that is supporting the delivery is not working also in agile way, and even I mean about leadership teams, board teams, and middle management, etc. So here it's something that we are investing more to bring more lean governance to the table, to help our leadership teams to understand what are the new blockers or the new organization blockers, making them visible, how to address them, and bring new concepts like business agility, complex thinking are some of the topics that we are investing more. And last, about some lessons learned, let me highlight 5. Well, first, don't assume that the people are bad, stupid, and lazy, because they are not, or at least most of part of them, they are not. So we do training, we do coaching, we prepare the teams, and normally we assume that everything will work in the way how we design it. So, or at least how they design it, how the team design. So this will not happen in that way. Sometimes the team needs to adapt over the way, and we assume that they are doing bad in the bad way. So the point here, we need to go there, listen them, help them visualize what could be, why they are doing it, could be the potential problems, and facilitate in order to find the better way how to do the things. So having this bias, but they are not doing because they don't know or they don't want, could be a bad approach. Okay. Onboarding, middle management is key to sustain teams. Well, we are talking about the bridge that connects the strategic orientation with the things that are happening in the field. So the message here is provide them clarity, provide them a good visibility about what is their new role, what are the boundaries between the teams and them. Okay. Address problems from the beginning. And here again, I'm talking about sales and agile contracts. See the system as a whole, okay? And you know that if we address like only delivery side and we forgot how the problem starts, sometimes are on the sales side. It could be maybe you are doing lots of things that will not have impact. So have patience and invest a lot about try to build the best agile contract with the client that creates the right conditions in order to deliver the project. Often refresh about the foundations. Here, I mean, we have a company that is getting people entering. We are onboarding people every day, while we are developing people that is already here. So we need to be ready to work like in these two streams. Keep evolving the existing employees and engaging, onboarding the new employees in order to start the journey as others did like 3 or 4 years ago. And leaders go first. Here, I mean, sponsorship is important. Providing them proper knowledge is important. But here, I mean, another level that is helping them how to be agile team. Okay, like the board teams, like the leadership teams, how to help them to be an example for the company. And we did it in the beginning. It's something that we are investing. We provide knowledge, make them aware about what was happening. But helping them to work as agile team could be really a game changer for your company. Okay. So this is what we prepare for you. We are open to share more information with you on the breakouts. Thank you very much for attending. See you there. Thank you.